Flow of energy in a food chain. Sun is the ultimate source of energy used by all living beings. The green plants are the only organisms on the earth which have a mechanism for trapping the solar energy and convert it into chemical energy in the form of food. They carry out this conversion by the process of photosynthesis. During the process of photosynthesis, substances like carbon dioxide and water combine by utilizing the sun energy to form carbohydrates. This carbohydrate is consumed by herbivores, which in turn are eaten up by the carnivores. Thus, in a food chain, the chemical energy of the food is transferred from producers to herbivores and from herbivores to carnivores. Let us read in detail flow of energy in a food chain. First step. The green plants contain a green pigment, chlorophyll, which can trap the sun's energy. The trapped solar energy, by the process of photosynthesis, is converted into chemical energy or food. Thus, in a food chain, energy from the environment enters into living components of ecosystem at the level of producers. In the terrestrial ecosystem, green plants capture about 1% of the energy of sunlight that falls on their leaves and store it as chemical energy or food. A part of the stored energy is utilized by the plants to carry out various metabolic activities as respiration, growth, etc. Some amount of stored energy is released as unusable heat into the environment. Second step, the herbivores eat up plants. When they feed, chemical energy stored in the plant food is transferred to the herbivores. Just like the producers, a part of the energy available to herbivores is utilized to carry out various metabolic activities as respiration and growth. Some of the unutilized energy is released in the environment in the form of heat into the environment. Third step, the carnivores eat up herbivores. When carnivores feed on herbivores, the chemical energy in the form of food is transferred to them. The carnivores utilize this energy to carry out various metabolic activities as respiration, growth, etc. Some of the energy that remains unutilized is released as heat energy into the environment. This process of transfer of energy from one trophic level to next keep on repeating until the energy reaches to last trophic level of the food chain. A small amount of energy from producers and consumers is also used up by the decomposer to carry out the various life processes. Just like other organisms, decomposers also release unutilized energy in the form of heat into the environment. The heat energy released into the environment is also called community heat. Some important points related to the transfer of energy in a food chain. In an ecosystem, neither energy can be created nor destroyed. In an ecosystem, energy can only be changed from its one form to another. In a food chain, a continuous flow of energy takes place from one trophic level to next trophic level. For example, the plants transfer energy to herbivores like deer, and herbivores in turn transfer energy to carnivores like lion. This transfer of energy takes place in the form of chemical energy or food. At each trophic level, some amount of energy is utilized by the organisms to carry out the various metabolic activities. Each trophic level, a part of the energy is utilized by the decomposers to carry out their life processes. At each trophic level, transfer of energy is accompanied by loss of energy. This energy is lost in the form of heat into the environment.